Good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. Good morning if you're on the West Coast. Welcome to PSAL 4A quarterfinal football. It is finally here, the opening day of the playoffs in the 4A. I know there was a result last night. We'll speak on that. But we are back where we left off last week, back here at the Castle for number 3, Curtis, the defending champions, opening up their title defense up against number 6, Eagle Academy, Brooklyn. So good afternoon. This is Andre Johnson on the call today. This game is presented by Eagle Academy for young men. We have a poll in the chat. So let me know who you got. Do you have the defending champions moving on to the semifinals? Or do you have the upstart Eagle Academy Brooklyn moving on to their first semifinals in the top division of the PSAL? Nazir Mobley, Eagle alumni in the chat. He's throwing in his support. If you are a member, make sure you use your emojis. I'm posting them in the chat right now. It's playoff football. I hope you can hear the excitement in my voice. I hope you guys are excited at home. This is a very intriguing matchup to me when I think about these two teams. Curtis coming in with 2 losses. Had a loss last week against Tottenville, 1 point, 14-13. Eagle, they bounced back very well after losing to Tottenville. Had a big win against Susan Wagner. Had a big win against South Shore 2 weeks prior. But it all doesn't matter anymore. It is 0-0. Everyone's record is 0-0. Curtis is celebrating their seniors today. If you guys are unaware, last week it was their last regular season game of the season, but it was just too much chaos going on with Nike, Dick's, the Jets. So they're celebrating their seniors today, an incredible group of seniors. A whole lot of them are PSAL champions. And what's better than 1, 2? That's what Curtis is trying to do. They're trying to go back-to-back. They had the final home game here. They know that they're going to have to go onto the road in the semifinals to get back to this championship game. Just like Tone said in the chat, hit the like button. Happy belated birthday, my guy, Tone. Hit the like button, subscribe. I actually saw that 60% of people who watch these live streams are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you become a subscriber. Support Sage Media. If you'd like to support Sage Media even more, become a member. When I think about this matchup, it's the old adage. It's the battle up front. The main thing to talk about, and I did confirm this, star player for Curtis, number 1, Quader Gomez, is a scratch. He will not be playing today. So this is a player excellent at the running back position, excellent at the linebacker position for Curtis. So they're going to rely on number 0, Will Andrade, to fill that hole on the offense. So, again, Quader Gomez is out, number 1 for the Warriors. Guys, get active in the chat. I see my guy, Andy Photography, saying Eagle BK, upset watch. Saying that it's on the Iceman, Vinny Canzaneri. As you see the captains coming out. As you see, number 1 Quad Air is in street clothes. So like I said before, Vinny did not earn that nickname for what he did in September and October. He earned the nickname from what he did in November and December. So let's see if Vinny can become a 2-time PSAL champion along with these Curtis Warriors. Let me know what you think in the chat. I think the keys for Eagle Academy today is all about up front and how they can block number 3, Jared Surratt. Committed to Central Connecticut to play D1 football. You see number 2, A.J. Gambadella. He's back. He's committed to Wagner to go play lacrosse. You see how fired up these guys are. How can Eagle Academy block the front 7 that you know they're going to be bringing a lot of pressure? But we're going to go on the field for the national anthem. So here we go. I see you guys talking in the chat. One of the keys on Eagle for their offense, I think, number 9, Josiah Brown, a.k.a. Carrot. He is one of the best players, I think, in his class in New York. I know that's a big statement, but I do believe that he is that talented of a player. I believe he's a player that is up for these kind of games. He can reach the levels, the heights you need to be at a competitive game in the castle with everything on the line. Can Eagle Academy scheme up to get him the ball in space? I know they have the sliders all over the field, but my game plan would be focused on getting Mr. Josiah Brown the ball. And, of course, one of the breakout players in the PSAL has been number 2, Zire Schulters. In my opinion, it's not exactly the type of game for his style of running back. I feel like when it comes to November, you want to have a little more grit in the backfield. But Zaza's going to have to be able to say, I can do that, Dre. I can be a gritty, grinded out kind of running back in November when it counts on the road. You know the cuts he has. He makes a man miss per run. But listen, you got one move. You got one. Ha-ha. Don't make it a he-he. Because that he-he, you don't have the speed. You don't have the space for that against this relentless Curtis team. And here we go. Eagle Academy versus Curtis. And Eagle do jump on the ball. Good job from Beatty Joyf on that. First down, Eagle already in Curtis territory. How excited are you guys in the chat? We have a celebrity in the chat, Jared Valuzzi. Nice to see you. Mr. Compliment in the chat. Love that mentality. as we are here on the Eagle Academy huddle. They're actually on the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. You see this Eagle Academy huddle getting one last word from Coach Reg and head coach Jones, of course. Here they come, attempting to invade the castle. If I'm not mistaken, this is Eagle Academy football's first time playing the varsity team playing up against Curtis. Can you match what Curtis has for you? Here we go. Starting the game is number 15, Aaron Smith. Hands off to Zire Schulters, and he's met immediately. That's Kashawn Shipman getting there first, and number 18, Mr. Giak. 200 people already in the chat, ready to go. It's a 2nd and 9 for Eagle Academy. Aaron Smith in the backfield alongside Zaza. Looking to pass for the first time. Looks right. Throws right. That's for Carrot. And it's caught. That's Mr. Josiah Brown on the reception. First down, Eagle Academy. And just like I was saying, I believe he is the player to target today. Over Zaza, over Juju, you have to feature Mr. Josiah Brown if you want to win this ball game if you're Eagle Academy. And they get right on the ball here, 1st and 10 in plus territory now on about the 24-yard line. And there's a flag. They're going to get 5. Just the way you want to start if you're on the road, if you're Eagle Academy.
First down and 5 from the 22.
So it's going to be a 1st and 5 for Eagle. So let's call it the 22-yard line here. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Josiah Brown in the slot. Aaron Smith looking that direction, looking. He's going to throw it. That's for Juju, and it's caught. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. But there is a flag on the play.
There's a penalty on the play.
And it's going to be on Eagle Academy. So you have to wipe that touchdown off. No, excuse me. It looks like, okay, that was after the play. So it was a personal foul after the play. So the touchdown will count. Mr. Juvens Lindor from Aaron Smith to give Eagle Academy a lead on the road, going for the extra point. Mr. Koppelman, kick is up, and the kick is good. So our score is 7-0 Eagle Academy with a great start. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Hamilton in the chat. I know what I picked. They asked me to answer the question, and I answered the question. And I'm here calling the game nice and fair, just like I do. Here's the thing. I love both teams. I love Curtis. I love Eagle. I love Port Richmond. I love A-Tech. So whoever wins, I'm happy. Whoever loses, I'm sad. So I can give my opinion on the game. There's podcast Dre, and then there's commentary Dre. But it's a great play. Aaron Smith, the senior, coming in looking very, very composed. He just got an offer to LIU. And he said, hey, watch me in the first round of the playoffs. 2 throws and a touchdown. Eagles going to kick it deep here. That is returnable in plus territory. That's Will Andrade on the return. Curtis will be at about the 40-yard line. JB, what's the fun in staying neutral, man? We pick games once a year. We pick games once a year, so you got to let me have my fun that one game, that one day. So here we go. Watch the clock and try to match it. It's Vinny Canzaneri, a.k.a. the Iceman. 3 to the bottom of your screen. First throw of the game. He throws it. It's caught. That's Mike Van Manen. And that's a good gain. Out to the 30-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. There is a flag on the play, though.
First down, Warriors.
So let's see what the penalty is. It's a personal foul on Eagle Academy, so tack on some more to the defending champions. Hamilton, if Podcast Dre is wrong, you know what Podcast Dre going to do? He's going to hold his hands up. If I'm right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold my hands up because I don't win nothing if I'm right or if I'm wrong. It's for entertainment. I might talk a little mess in the chat, but, that's it. All right, so 1st and 10. After a penalty, bad snap, rolls out to the left. Vinny looking, throws in the back of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Dangerous throw there. Pretty accurate, though. He was able to throw it over number 3, Travis Harris. But that was number 8, who I think is another breakout player in this season, Toriano Lewis. In the Erasmus Hall game and in the Tottenville game, he was so effective. Another player to watch in the wide receiver is number 15, Akai Lewis, on the bottom of your screen. He showed out in that Tottenville game as well. So 3 to the top of your screen. So you can see without Quadir Gomez, it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a passing attack. As he looks left, throws left, and it's incomplete. Intended for Mr. Van Manen. Third down. Yo, Hamilton, be careful. I have power in this chat, man. You're not subscribing, I might have to, might have to Thanos you know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. 3rd and 10. Iceman looks to the left, throws in the middle. Should have been intercepted by Travis Harris. Could have changed everything on this drive. But Mr. Travis Harris, I don't know how he dropped it. So 4th down. One of the best kickers in the league. Honestly, I'd probably say the best kicker in the league, number 24, Giovanni Bernardo. About a 30-yard field goal here. Good snap, good hold, kicks up. And the kick is good. So our score is Eagle Academy 7, Curtis 3. And we want to thank Box and Bound for supporting the stream. Staten Island, it's playoff time. 2 tough 6-2 squads, Eagle Academy and the defending champions Curtis. The stands are loud, the tension is real. Marketplace pickups, apartment moves, pre-holiday deliveries. NYC is moving. DM Box and Bound NYC and use code NYC Football for $15 off. NYC's white glove movers with real hustle. Box and Bound. So, honestly, I would say that's a very good possession for the Eagle Academy defense. Bend, but do not break. Kicks it deep here, way over everyone's heads. It is a live ball. You have to field it. It is picked up. That is number 8. He's going to go down immediately. That was Tyler Grayson on the return. First down, Eagle Academy.
About the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
So let's go at the 13-yard line. 300 people in the chat for this quarterfinal matchup. I would assume it has to be Aaron Smith coming back on the field. If you guys have been familiar with Eagle Academy, they've been playing a 2-quarterback system. Number 15, Aaron Smith, and number 13, Martin Kompleman. But that is a big question. It's the playoffs. It's win or go home, do or die. Do you go with 2 drives for one quarterback, 2 drives for another quarterback, or do you stick with the hot hand? So Aaron Smith is back in the game for his second drive. 1 reception, 1 pass completion to Carrot, another one to Mr. Lindor. Hands it off to Zire. Punches for a few yards there.
2 on the carry for Eagle Academy.
Jared Surratt was in on the tackle.
Gains a couple, second down.
In a game like this, the margin of error is so small. It's going to be a 2nd and 8, let's call it. But that Travis Harris drop cost Eagle Academy 3 points. We have to take note of that, put the game in full context. So it's a 2nd down. On about the 15-yard line. Hands it to Mr. Zire Schulters, and there he goes, and that's a blatant face mask, and they're going to get it.
2 on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Tackle on 15 yards for Eagle Academy. Zire Schulters, that was about a gain of 9. Nice burst in the middle of that offensive line. And my main question was, how do you block players like Jared Surratt, like Jaleel Parnell, like Kashawn Shipman? Can you play tough November football? That is the question Eagle Academy has. And if you're Curtis, can you put points on the board? In the big games, Curtis has struggled to score more than 3 touchdowns. When I say the big games, we're talking Lincoln, we're talking Tottenville, we're talking Erasmus Hall. If you're a team like Curtis, that is how you're judged. Carrot isolated on the bottom of the screen. Sends Lindor in motion. Aaron hands it off to Zaza. Makes a man miss. There he goes. Zire Schulters. What did I tell you guys? But I like the move. It's a ha-ha, and it's up the field. That is what Zaza needs to focus on today. On the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 8 for Zire Schulters. 2nd and 2. Still with the double tight formation, Eagle Academy. Looking to throw. Isolated is Carrot. There's a flag on the play. Carrot, that's a good pass breakup from Jaden Melendez. But there is a flag, most likely in their area of holding. And it is a holding on Eagle Academy. JFK draws first blood against Lincoln, 6-0. Okay. So the 5 and the 6 seed with early leads in their bowl game, in their quarterfinal matchups. So it's a second. Yeah, I'm about to say ref, 10-yard penalty. It's a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Calvin, I completely agree. Flags are going to be so important. Got to stay disciplined. Talk about that margin of error. 2nd and 12. Aaron Smith looking for Josiah Brown. You got to hold on to that if you're Josiah. I know the ball was a little not where you wanted it. Got to hit your hands, got to catch it. 3rd and 12.
It is 3rd down.
So you hear me talk a lot about 3rd down efficiency. Here's Eagle Academy's first 3rd down on the day. It looks like instead of having the usual sliders on the field, C.J. McCracken and another wide receiver, they're going with the double tight to prioritize protection. But that only puts 2 wide receivers out. As they're going to hand it off to Zaire, makes a man miss, but he goes down immediately. That's Mr. Joke. Great stop.
And it is 4th down.
Eagle Academy are going to punt. Decide to go conservative there, see if you can catch Curtis off guard with the third down run, maybe make it into a fourth and manageable. I don't hate it. You want to avoid the big mistake. You have a lead. Go see if your team can play some defense. Good snap. Decent punt. Let's see the roll. It is returnable, but Jaden will not go for it. And there is a flag. It looks like it's going to be a block in the back. So it looks like they'll probably take it from the 25-yard line. $350 in the chat. Love to see it. If I take a look at this poll, I probably should have ended the poll pregame. Now the poll is 58% Eagle Academy. How did that happen? Did you come in and see the score 7-3 and then you voted for Eagle? I'll keep this going. I'm actually curious to see how how it changes as more people come into the game and vote. So it's actually a 15-yard penalty, so Curtis is going to take it from the 20-yard line. That essentially flips the field, that penalty. So important. And on the Eagle Academy defense, it's all about number 18, Sincere Hester, and number 11, Mr. Chase Hyacinth. Looking to throw. Should have been intercepted by Josiah Brown. It would have been an incredible play, but that's what you need if you're trying to make an upset on the road. 2nd and 10. Vinny Canzaneri's had a shaky start. Setting a man in motion. And it's a false start. Let's see what they call it. Flag on the play. And they're going to call an encroachment on Eagle Academy. So it's going to be a 2nd and 5. Vin throws. Looking, throws it down the field. He has a Kai Lewis. That's a gain of about 15.
Kai Lewis on reception. First down, Warwick.
And they're on the ball immediately. And you can clearly see Coach Gambo said that we are going to rely on Vinny Canzaneri to go win us this game. Quadir Gomez is out. And I think we've seen about, 9 throws in a row? Sends Jaden Melendez in motion. Going to hand it off this time. That's a good cut, good break of a tackle. Still on his feet. Great game from Mr. Will Andrade. Gain of about 10. Let's go to gain of 9, actually. About a 2nd and 1. Will Andrade came over from Monsignor Farrell. These are the kind of games he needs to play big in, especially without his backfield mate. They're going to give it to him again. There goes Mr. Andrade. Is going to be close. Good stop from Josiah Brown.
Andrade on the carry again.
And it is going to be short. 3rd and inches. A very entertaining first quarter, let me tell you. 3rd and inches here for this Eagle Academy defense. Still in shotgun Curtis. They blow the whistle. They got Eagle to jump.
Offsides on the Eagle Academy. First down, Warriors.
So it's a first down for Curtis. So my main thing in this ball game is what is the point total going to be for Curtis? Meaning, can they get to 28? We know Eagle Academy has the ability to do it. We haven't seen Curtis do it in a big game this year. Or will they not need 28? Will their defense be able to stand tall? As they throw it to Mr. Lewis on the edge there, tries to make a man miss, still on his feet. And it's a good gain, close to the first down. Toriano Lewis.
Lewis on the reception. Canzoneri with the pass. And it is second down.
So let's call it a 2nd and 1.
Great.
Now, excuse me, up about 2nd and 3 here. Jared says, if Eagles stay disciplined, this is interesting. But that's the thing. Can you stay disciplined on the road? Hearts pounding a little harder in a game like this. Vinny looks deep. That's for Akai Lewis. It's caught. Touchdown, Warriors. Vinny Canzoneri to Akai Lewis. Here's the extra point. Very important to make it 3. Mr. Bernardo, high snap, good hold, kicks up, and the kick is good. So our score at the Castle is 10-7, Curtis. And let's go take a look at that replay. That was a 41-yard strike. Vinny Canzoneri smoking a cigar in the pocket. Composed, perfect throw to Akai Lewis. Hit him right in stride for the touchdown. Jared in the chat, we're going to have a hard time picking this list at the end of the year. We are going to have a tough time. There are so many good wide receivers in this league. And 2 of them are right here at Curtis. Toriano Lewis and, of course, Akai Lewis. Mark shot it in the chat. FB4, check it in. Shout out to you guys for all the work you guys do. Nappy giving me the update, 8-8. Lincoln tie it up. As they kick the ball deep, that's Tyler Grayson. As he doesn't field it. I don't know what's going on there. And here's Tyler. Makes a man miss. That's a very, very good tackle. Trying to see, that's Keshawn Shipman on the tackle. 1st and 10. As someone is hurt. Is that Will Andrade? Someone's hurt for Curtis. A couple of bodies in the way. It looks like, I think I saw that being Will Andrade. Might have rolled his ankle. I'll update you guys later. It's a couple of bodies in the way, but I think that's Will Andrade. Now, without Will and Quader Gomez, that could be a big issue. And it is number 0, Will Andrade. I'm not sure if it's a head injury or if it was a leg injury. But now we got to watch that Curtis backfield now. Who's going to get into the Curtis backfield? Here we go. Eagle Academy at the Castle, now down by 3. Here's where the pressure is on, and That was one of my questions. It's been 3 drives straight for Aaron. I think he's played well. Let's see. We always got to watch the quarterbacks for Eagle Academy. Curtis showing pressure like they always do. Looking to throw. Throws it to Lindor. But there is a penalty. Looked like Akai Lewis was a little too handsy on that play. Let's wait on the call. I personally would still like to see Juju pull that in. Yep, so it's going to be a pass interference on the Warriors.
Penalty on the Warriors.
Guys, let me know who you're rooting for in the chat. If you're rooting for Curtis, if you're rooting for Eagle, let me know.
Eagle Academy from the 29.
Eagle's going to take it from the 29-yard line. So they took one tight end off the field, and C.J. McCracken, number 12, is on the field now. Aaron looking to throw. Throws it right back to Juju. It's caught. Great solo tackle there from Daniel Lewis because Juju had a whole lot of room. Daniel Lewis is one of the best defensive backs in the league. Great tackle there. So it's going to be about a 2nd and 6. Aaron gets him to jump, it looks like. It's going to be an encroachment. Congratulations to the Tottenville Pirates as they were able to defeat Port Richmond last night as they advanced to the semis. If Eagle Academy pull the upset in this game, they will travel to 100 Luton. And it looks like Eagle gave them the penalty right back. So we're right back where we started. We are at 422 in the chat. Appreciate all the support. You know, it takes a lot to put on these live streams. So appreciate the support, y'all. Aaron looks left. Throws left. And that's a lot of hands on Josiah Brown. And no flag. Oh, boy. Did Akai Lewis get away with that? Oh, boy, did he get away with that one. Look at the bottom of your screen. I mean, he has a handful of jersey. I don't know how the ref missed that one, but, yo, shout out to the refs, man. That's a great match of Akai Lewis. We even have Toriano Lewis playing D-back as well. And they're shading a man over Carrot. 3rd down, looking, throws it deep for CJ. An incomplete. Good coverage there from Toriano Lewis.
Pass is incomplete. It is 4th down.
Coach Gambo is saying, I am getting my best athletes on the field. I don't care if you have to play both ways. There's a whole lot of sliders on the field. Toriano Lewis, Akai Lewis, Jaden Melendez, Daniel Lewis. Why do they have so many Lewis on their team? It's a really, really good secondary. Second punt. Let's see if it takes the Eagle bounce. No, Mr. Melendez fields the punt, and here we go. Now again, why did I get so excited for a 10-yard return? If you guys are fans of Sage Media, what do I always say? Field the punt. It was only a 10-yard game, but if you were watching the rotation on the ball, that looked like it was going to bounce, an Eagle Academy bounce. This is the playoffs. This is high-level football. That could have been the difference of 25 to 30 yards just by fielding the punt. Here we go. After a 40-yard strike to Akai Lewis, Iceman back on the field late in this first quarter. His flag on the play. Not sure what it could have been. It's a sideline warning on Eagle Academy. So it's still 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. And they're stopping because of the, what's this called? The drone. So we have a drone timeout. Jello in the chat saying he's rooting for the Lewis boys. How many Lewis? Is it one family? There's so many Lewises on Curtis. Vinny looks left, throws left. It's caught. That's Toriano Lewis. That's enough for a first down. Great gain.
Toriano Lewis on the reception.
And it's a flag. All right. I understand that Mr. Lewis was definitely talking a little junk after the play. I would like to see a warning before you throw the flag right away. I understand you want to, keep things okay, but it's competitive football. It's the playoffs, It's a lot on the line. You got to let the emotions go a little bit. I would like to see a warning before you throw the flag. Unless he said something crazy. But it's an emotional day for both teams.
Penalty on Curtis on the play.
Now, in my opinion, it was after the play, so it shouldn't take away the first down. They're marking it. Yeah, they should reset the sticks. Yes, so it is still 1st and 10. Vinny looks right. Looking deep, throwing it deep for Akai Lewis into double coverage. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 15, Akai Lewis. That brings up 2nd down.
Hamilton in the chat. We can go back and forth all day, my boy. I'm not the adversary you want. 2nd and 10. How many? Okay, all right. So Jelly, you're saying they're not. Okay, so it's just different sets of Lewises. Are any of them brothers? Let me know. Could they hand it off here? That's a Toriano Lewis. And a good job there. Oh, dumps him on the ground, and there's a flag.
Toriano Lewis on the carry. We do have a flag on the play.
They're trying to get a play like that out of football. You can't slam somebody to the floor like that. Trying to keep this game safe. Melissa in the chat rooting for number 52, Matthew Taylor.
Personal foul assessed to the Eagle Academy.
And it's unfortunate for Eagle because number 35, Jameer Hargrave, did a good job setting the edge there, stringing out that jet sweep.
Result of the penalty is a 1st down.
And it's going to be a timeout, Eagle Academy. Guys in the chat, let me know what you think about this first quarter. It's been a long first quarter, action-packed. And listen, one thing my co-host Jared Veluzzi said, can you stay disciplined? Champions aren't just on what they can output on the field. It's what's in their head as well. That's why I didn't take that for granted, that statement. Can you stay disciplined? Your mentality when the pressure is on is everything in sports. That's why in our postseason rankings and the awards we give out, we have a metric for big game performance, because what I value in sports is how you can perform under the most pressure. If anyone goes out to their local park, they might look like Tom Brady throwing a Nerf football. But it's when you're on Sage Media, when you're in the middle of the castle, when you're the defending champions, that's when the pressure is on. Can you perform? Can you stay disciplined? So it's not an easy task just to say, oh, got to stay disciplined, got to keep your composure. It's tough out here. They're humans, of course. Okay, so Jello's saying Akai and TJ have been playing together since they were 6. That's awesome. Iceman throws it. It's complete to Toriano Lewis. They're featuring him a whole lot now.
Pass is complete to Toriano Lewis. Second down.
So with Will Andrade going out, it's going to fall even more on the shoulders of Vinny Canzaneri. So let's call it a 2nd and 4. So we're getting to the end of this first quarter. Two at the bottom of your screen. Vinny going to hand it off to Toriano. He's met in the backfield by Matthew Taylor. Great job from Eagle Academy interior of the defensive line.
Third down and 8.
The clock says 0. But remember, the clock on the screen and in the stadium are not the official clock. Only the referees have the clock. So there's still time, and there they go. They blow the whistle there. So that's the end of the first quarter in an action-packed quarterfinal. Our score is 10-7. The defending champions, Curtis Warriors. And again, we would really like to thank Boxed and Bound as they support this live stream. End of the first quarter. Both teams are locked in. New York City is heating up, and November moves and marketplace deals are flooding in. DM Boxed and Bound and use code NYC Football for $15 off. Find it, we will move it. So this game opened up with a great drive from Eagle Academy as Aaron Smith was able to deliver a strike to Javens Lindor, number 1. But then Curtis went down the field, and it was a good field goal as they get stalled in the red zone at Giovanni Bernardo. Curtis defense plays tough, and then a 40-yard touchdown strike from Vinny Canzaneri to Akai Lewis has our score at 10-7. So here we go, Curtis. Big third down here to open up this second quarter. 3rd and 8, let's call it. Vinny rolls out to the right, looking, pressure in his face, still on his feet, throws it, short arms it. Incomplete. Great job from number 33 at Eagle Academy, Beleen James Jordan, on the pass rush. Fourth down, the offense is still on the field. The Curtis offense, the Curtis faithful saying, we are the defending champions here at the Castle. 4th and 8, we'll get it. Let's see if the gamble pays off for the Warriors. 4th and 8. Vinny looks left, throws a screen to Akai Lewis, and he has enough for the first down. What a play. 4th and 8, you throw a screen pass to Akai Lewis.
And that is a first down. Warriors.
And that's the thing I talk about. The Warriors have been here before. They have faith in their quarterback, Vinny Canzaneri, and Akai Lewis. Remember, these two are PSAL champions. They have the connection going. Akai, excuse me, as a flag on the play. Guys in the chat, try to limit the back and forth. You guys can talk about me. You can tell me how bad my picks are or how bad my commentary is. But please keep the conversations in between each other to a minimum. Calvin, I completely agree with you. The Lewis boys are going crazy in this game. And they're coming back next year, man. Toriano, Akai. Looking to throw, looks in that direction for Akai Lewis! And he almost brought that down, but good coverage from number 35, Jameer Hargrave. It's a tough matchup for Jameer, and he's trying to hang in there. He did a great job on that play. Second and 5 for the defending champions. You got to cash out when you're on the borderline of the red zone, right here on the 22-yard line. Vinny looks right, throws it, and that is intercepted by Shiloh Burgess.
Pass is intercepted by the Eagle Academy. Out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
That was a huge miscommunication from the Warriors there. I don't know if Vinny thought he was looking for number 6. Oh man, that is a huge. I don't know if he short-armed it, but number 6, Mike Van Manen, was nowhere near that. I'm not sure what the read was on that throw. But that was a gift to Eagle Academy. You're not going to get an easier interception than that if you're Shiloh. But regardless, the Eagle Academy needed that. Shiloh Burgess, one of the best safeties in all of the league. You'll see his name on some list at the end of the year. But again, I talk about your margin of error. Turnovers when you're knocking on the door of the red zone. But now Eagle Academy have to capitalize. They're going to toss it to Zaza, and he is met, but he's still on his feet as they string him out there.
Number 2 on the carry.
And photography saying it looked like a predetermined decision to throw the ball. Even if it was a predetermined decision, like when you see, maybe he thought Van Manen was going to get away from the defender in front of him because he led him way too much. Eagle hands it off to Zaza. Nice run. Big run from Zaza. Still on his feet. Look at him go. Zire Schulters rips off a huge run of 35 yards.
All the way out to the 35-yard line, pushed out of bounds. First down, Eagle.
What a run. Zaza had his heels in the end zone. And he rips off about 35 to 37 yards. Huge run in this ball game. And they're going to hand it to him again. There he goes. Zire Schulters out onto the left. That ball's on the ground. I thought he was down. But they call it a fumble. Eagle Academy get it. I thought he was down. I thought the ground caused that fumble, but it does not matter. Hold on. The referees are talking.
Referees are saying the ball carrier was down by contact.
So they are saying that the ball carrier was down by contact. Let's look at it. Eagle will keep the ball. Look at the top of your screen. Ooh. It's a little closer than I thought, honestly. I'm going to have to watch that back later. That was a little close. I don't know what you guys think in the chat. That was close. I'm looking at my cameraman. That was close, boys. Honestly, we would need NFL 16 camera replay to see where his knee was because that was extremely close. As we have is it a timeout? Let's look at that again. So let's see. It's hard. There's a lot of bodies. Woo, woo, it's close. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the ball might just be out. Everybody complaining about Staten Island refs. Everybody's complaining about Staten Island refs. I don't know. They might have given Eagle Academy one there. This is a second down. They hand it off to Tyler Grayson this time. He's met immediately from that interior of Curtis.
Number 9 on the carry for the Eagles. Drop for a loss.
Hamilton, if my laugh's annoying, I might laugh some more. So thank you for the support. I see everyone in the chat has mixed opinions. So it's a 3rd and 1. Let's call it 3rd and 2. But this is the Curtis Warrior front 7. It's a long 2. They're going to hand it off to Zaza. He has more than enough for the first down. Great blocking from Eagle Academy. There's a flag on the play. There's a hurt player. That looks like that might be Charles Simmons. Here at Sage Media, we always kick the camera off of players when they're hurt. You know what, Hamilton? I can do you one better. (14-15) Lincoln up. Woo, that's a good game. I can't wait to rewatch that one. Shout out to Lincoln Media. GG in the chat. I agree. They're blocking well today. They're definitely blocking well. Now, we do need to see, so it looks like that penalty might have been on Aaron Smith for a little bit of back and forth after the play. Eagles should still have the first down. But if that is Charles Simmons who's down, Curtis are getting a little thin in the linebacker area too. They already have Quadair Gomez out. And that is Charles Simmons. Yeah, Justin, that's a very, very good point. Saying hard to see the running back behind the line, low to the ground. Yeah, that's one of the advantages, man. You know, back in the day, running backs there used to be a whole lot of running backs, 6 foot, 6'1", even under that. Obviously, you got players like, King Henry, kind of breaking that mold. But having a low center of gravity, kind of just disappearing behind the line of scrimmage, behind one of their big blockers, it really can be a big advantage. No, I agree with you, man. Chuck is a player I like a whole lot. I hate to see Charles hurt, man. He's been battling injuries all year long. He's a great, great, great player.
First and 10 from the 33.
So that's an unsportsmanlike on Aaron. Still a first down as after the play as they hand it back to Zaza. Still on his feet with the spin move. There he goes. Zire Schulters up the left sideline to the 20-yard line. And he's going to be pushed out. Mr. Zaza making a name for himself at the Castle.
First down, Eagle Academy.
As they're inside plus territory now, let's call it first and goal. That was about a 40-yard rush. Have the replay ready as Tyler Grayson is in the backfield now for Eagle Academy. And they're going to hand it off to Kavion Robinson, and he is met immediately by Kashaw Shipman. Shipman said, boy, throw that play out. Throw that play out.
Second down. Just a friendly reminder, there is no smoking or vaping anywhere on the school grounds. Again, no smoking or vaping.
So let's go back to that play real quick. It's excellent blocking. What a block from Kavion Robinson, clearing out the way, and Zaza doing the rest. As we're getting back into that play, Tyler Grayson, again, the middle of that defense is tough for Curtis.
Number 8 on the carry. Gains a couple. And it is third down. And 8.
Here we go, 3rd and 8. Third down efficiency. You're inside the red zone. I'm not confident if Eagles kick the field goal all year long, but you're on the road. You got to cash your checks when you're in the red zone. Aaron Smith has been excellent today. Here's where you earn the name Slider. You got to do it on the road in the Castle. Aaron looks right, throws right, and it looked like C.J. McCracken slipped.
And it is 4th down.
So let's see. Martin Koppelman is going to come out for the field goal. So he's lining up at about the 16-yard line. If you tack on 10, maybe 17, I'm not exactly sure. Might be about a 36. Good snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Our score is 10-all. I want to go back to that run from Zire Schulters. Just like people have been saying in the chat, the Schulters have been doing it for decades in the PSAL. Huge spin cycle, and what Zaza will have to put into his game. I want to see him finish these runs. He'll only get that as he gets older, but the spin cycle to make room, the huge block from Kavion Robinson to clear the way, and this is why. Listen, let me know what y'all think. I think Zaza is a top 3 running back in this league. Let me know what you guys think. Tone saying the Schulter boys been going since the early 90s. And we have an update for the JFK game, 22-15 JFK. Look at the Bronx boys. And Eagles going to kick it deep. That's taken. Looks like that's Toriano Lewis. No, that's Jaden Melendez. Good job. Good job there from Shiloh Burgess. Sticking in there and making the tackle. There is a flag on the play. And that's a great point. I actually did not say that, so that's a very good point. Zire Schulters is only a sophomore, and it's going to be an illegal block on Curtis, so push him back some more. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Curtis. They have the ball. They have the ball at the, let's call that the 18-yard line. So here we go. So no Quader Gomez, no Will Andrade, no Chuck, number 9. Who's in the backfield there? Trying to see the number. We'll see it in a minute. It's going to fall on Vinny. Has some pressure, and he rolls out the pocket. Look at Vinny Canzaneri go.
Vincent Canzaneri scrambles.
If Vinny did it, Vinny should have went to drama class, a little bit of drama school. If he had fallen on the floor there from that push, I think Curtis would have gotten a penalty.
It's about 9, 2nd and 1.
Andy Photography puts a good point, saying Eagle needs to come out strong at halftime because we know Curtis is not going to let up. If you remember, Eagle Academy were able to put one half together against Tottenville. That score was 6-6 at half. Eagle did not score in the second half. So it's going to be a 2nd and 1 after Vinny rolls out. He's going to throw it deep. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Toriano Lewis. So, all right, here's what's interesting, right, guys? I'm seeing number 1 Quader Gomez in the backfield. Did he suit up? Because when I shook his hand, Quader Gomez was in street clothes. And if you guys look at the beginning of the game in the captain handoff, Quader Gomez was in street clothes. But he is in the backfield right now. And they're going to hand it off to him. And he's met in the backfield, but he pushes. Let's see the spot. They're going to mark him short.
Hugh Gomez on the carry. Stop short.
Let's see what Curtis decided to do here.
Risk
versus reward. I can see Quader limping a bit. They're going for it. Still in the shotgun. They're snapping. Give it to Quader. He's met in the backfield. That's Chase Heisen.
First down, Eagle Academy.
What a call. Curtis go for it on their own 20-yard line, and they get stuffed. Chase Heisen on the top of your screen flies in and makes a huge play for Eagle Academy. Excellent, excellent play. Matthew Taylor was in on that as well. Justin, that might be the best chat I've ever seen. If you know, you know. Andy, that is a good question. I don't know if I just outed what was going on, but the evidence was there because he came out in street clothes to do the coin toss. So I don't know if that's legal, but Eagle Academy will not care. Aaron's still in the game. They send Juju in motion right on the 20-yard line. Aaron looks that direction. He's going to throw it to Carrot. Here he goes, and there's a flag on the play, still on his feet, but it looks like they're going to call holding on Juju. Flag on the play. That is going to be a holding, definitely on Juju on the top of the screen.
First and 20 from the 30.
So an update saying it's 14-0 E-Hall in the 2-7 matchup against South Shore. First and 20. Take the flag off. Going to hand it off, and he is met in the backfield. Guess who? Keshawn Shipman again. So let's call this second and long now. Prince Davis saying, me and my pop watching on his birthday, watching the slide. Happy birthday to your pop, man. 2nd and 21. Aaron looks left, throws left. That's the juju. It's caught. Back to about the original line of scrimmage. Mr. Polius has entered the chat. What's up, my boy? We have a ball game. We have a ball game, Mr. Polius. Third and 8. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. Big third down for Eagle Academy, and they get him the jump. So, yes, Charles Simmons, number 9, is back in the game.
Third and 3. On the 13.
Yeah, everybody, please wish Prince's dad a happy birthday in the chat. Thank you, Tone. Let's get everybody in on it. 500 in the chat, third and short. They're going to hand it off to Zire Schulters. Let's see. It's going to be close. They're going to mark him down as short. 4th and inches. Something's telling me the offense is going to stay on the field.
4th and 1.
Shout out to number 70, Omar. He's going to have to make a big block here. Full house. Try to get him to jump. They're going to switch the play up. Inside 2 minutes. This front is tough. Let's see if Eagle Academy can be tougher. They're going to hand it off to Zaza, and he is met immediately. That looked like Daniel Lewis on the stop. What an answer from the Curtis defense. If you look in the middle, Charles was there, but Daniel Lewis comes and makes a huge tackle on a 4th and inches. Stanicia in the chat. How are you? Shout out to Lori J Productions. Daniel Lewis is an excellent player, man. Excellent player. So here we go. The Curtis defense stands tall. See if their offense can pay him back. Hands off to Quadair Gomez. What a gritty player Quadair Gomez is, man. I spoke to Quadair before the game. He said in that game it was an ankle sprain. Hasn't practiced all week. But you see him here. He says, my team needs me. I'm going to tough it out. Honey, go get my super suit. I'm getting in this ball game. What a player, Quadair Gomez, man. Hands it off to Quadair. Look at him go. A whole lot of room. There goes Mr. Gomez. What a run. Still on his feet. Rips off about 20 there. Quadair Gomez. And it's going to be a timeout, Curtis. Bob, to be honest, I think they missed the 4-minute warning. Somebody let me know because I did not see a 4-minute warning. And while we have a break, huge thank you to Box and Bound for supporting the stream. Second quarter is wild. Big hits and big moments everywhere. Thanksgiving is coming, and so is the chaos. We're moving faster than your auntie hiding the leftovers before you get a second plate. DM Box and Bound NYC and use NYC Football. Use that code for $15 off. NYC moves fast. We move faster. 529 in the chat. Appreciate everyone supporting local sports, supporting Sage Media. Andy, such a good point. But I put the team on my back, though. Gritty performance from Quadir Gomez. And I also agree. I think it's been a high-quality football. Yeah, there have been flags, but these are high schoolers. The nerves have to be going crazy. Vinny looking to throw, has plenty of time, throws it, and it's caught from Toriano Lewis. About a gain of 9. Donovan is number 29. Little Dwight in the chat. Donovan is number 29 on Curtis. 2nd and 1. If you're watching on your TV, make sure you get involved in the chat on your phone. Throws it too high, intended for Jaden Melendez. Big Sarge, I agree with you. I do think Quadir Gomez is an underrated player. You know, he was sharing time with Nick Mazakis last year, and it was a really good 1-2 punch. And I said it on the podcast last year. If you looked at his touchdown total, it was up there with Corey Brown, with Tyshawn Bent. You know, him getting hurt at the end of the season, I think definitely hurt him. Well, obviously hurt him as far as his numbers go. Here we go. They're going to hand it off to him, and look at the good cut, and there goes Quadir Gomez lowering his shoulder. Enough for a first down. And here we go. Tick, 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 tick. Can the Warriors get on the board before halftime? Clock is running. And it's going to be complete to Mike Van Manen, and that's going to be a timeout. Good tackle there from Tyler Grayson. Pretty sure that should be their second timeout. They should have one left. Number 21 on Curtis is DeJuan Pratt asking. Guys in the chat talking about the injuries for Curtis, you know. It's going to sound harsh, but the best ability is availability. You have to be honest there. And sometimes, you know, champions, a lot of luck. It does come down to luck with injuries and stuff like that. You can't control when some of your top players get injured. You can only cross your fingers and hope for the best. But we have a great ball game here. We've had it all in this game, man. So I'm hearing, I just saw it was a Mekhi Negron touchdown for Lincoln to tie it up 22-22. Now it is 28-22. Return the kickoff, JFK. But here we are in the castle. We're focused here. Looking deep. Vinny to Akai Lewis. Incomplete. Great coverage from Catrell Scriverin. Carell Scriverin, excuse me. I always call him Catrell. Good coverage from Carell Scriverin. That was good coverage. Good coverage. It's a 3rd and 8. And if you ask me, the Eagle Academy secondary has done a good job today. They gave up the one big play. And it looks like there's going to be one of the last plays of the drive. Throws it deep. And it's intercepted from Carell Scriverin. Great job from Mr. Scriverin. And that will be the end of the half. Our score is 10-all. And let's go quickly to the replay. Vinny obviously throwing up a Hail Mary. But a great job from Carell Scriverin, tracking the ball high, pointing it. Incredible job from the junior. Our score is 10-10. Y'all don't go anywhere. It's in 14 minutes. We will be back. What a half. This is Andre Johnson on the call. We will see you on the other side of halftime. Welcome back to second half action here at the Castle. This is Andre Johnson on the call. What a half it has been. Our score is 10-10. How's everybody doing in the chat? I see my guy Ibra in the chat. He's a PSAL champion. What's the final prediction? I'm done with predictions. We have one show for the predictions. We have one show for predictions, and that is it. It's all football. So if we recap that first half, it opened up very strong for Eagle Academy. Aaron Smith delivering to Juvenz Lindor. Curtis came back down the field with a field goal by Giovanni Bernardo. And then Vinny Canzaneri hooked up with a Kai Lewis with a 40-yard touchdown. Eagle Academy went back down the field, and Martin Kompleman kicked the field goal to make it 10-10. Guys, let me know what you think your keys for each team are going to be. I was having some conversations at halftime. Honestly, I think Eagle Academy should definitely try to run the ball. They had a lot of success. You shouldn't go away from what's working, but you have to be ready to adjust, because I think Curtis is going to make adjustments and be all over Mr. Zire Schulters. So I do think it's going to fall onto number 15, Aaron Smith, to deliver. He's going to have to hook up with the sliders. Josiah Brown needs to be continued to be featured. Curtis is going to get the ball to start off this second half. Let me know who you guys got in the chat. I'm going to start another poll. That last poll ended 55% Eagle. So I'm going to ask the same question now. Who you got? Curtis or Eagle? We have a good one. Make sure you guys get in the chat. Kick is deep, and we're ready for second half football in the PSAL quarterfinals. Jaden Melendez takes it. Great tackle from Josiah Brown. Make sure you like and subscribe. 464 people voted in the previous poll. Let me know what you guys got here.
First down, Warriors.
GFX in the chat. I like that analysis, man. They did see some success, of course, when you put Quadair Gomez in your backfield. You're going to see some more success running the ball. Let's see if he can continue. His ankle he's not 100% in this ball game. Here we go. Vinny Canzaneri and the defending champions in the second half. Rolls out right, throws right. It's caught. That's Mike Van Manen, and that's enough for a first down for Curtis. And there is a flag on the game, on the play, and it looks like this one might be coming back. It is a holding on Curtis. Andy Photography saying you need a big half from Eagles front seven. Curtis gonna look for Gomez to close the game out. Listen, close the game out. They need to score this. They need to score. They can't be thinking about closing the game out. They got to get in the lead. I think Vinny definitely has to raise his level a bit in this ball game. Hasn't been so bad. And it's going to be another false start. Warriors got to knock the cobwebs off coming out of halftime.
False start on the Warriors. First and 25.
So let's call it first and long. The first down is the 39-yard line. Penalties. 3 to the bottom of the screen. Vinny looks right. Throws it, and that ball's caught. Good catch from Jaden Melendez. Big Sarge, I should have confirmed that, but I am I have not seen Will Andrade. I don't see him on the sideline. So Sage Media will rule Will Andrade out. But man, I ruled Quader Gomez out, so I don't know how much my injury reports count for. Hands it off to Quader. He's met in the backfield. Chase Hyacinth and Sincere Hester in on the tackle.
Gomez on the carry. Minimal gain, 3rd and 20.
So let's call it a 3rd and 20. The first down is the 39-yard line. This is playing into the strength of this Eagle Academy defense. You know they can rush the passer. Looking left, throws left. That's to Mr. Jaden Melendez. Breaks a tackle. Good job by Kavion Robinson and Chase Hyacinth making the tackle. Curtis is going to have to go 3 and out technically.
Pass is complete. Brings up 4th down.
So here we go, special teams. Everybody hold your breath here. There was a bad snap in the previous game. It's a little windy. Good snap. Almost blocked. And it's going to be taken by Tyler Grayson. They look at him go up the right sideline. He has some room, and there's a flag on the play, unfortunately, as Tyler goes out of bounds, but it's coming back.
There is a penalty at midfield.
Great return from Tyler Grayson, and that might just be a warning shot to the Curtis faithful that Eagle Academy are here in the second half. So let's see where Eagle Academy will begin this second half.
On the Eagles. First and 10 Eagles from the 44.
So Eagles going to take it from the 44-yard line. Pretty good field position still. And it looks like it's going to be Martin Copeland, It looks like it's going to be Aaron Smith the whole way for Eagle Academy as he starts this second half. They're going to go double tight here. Juvens Lindor and Carrot. Sends Juvens in motion, fakes it, looking to throw, and he's going to go down.
Number 15 is sacked.
That's Mrs. Joke. on the sack.
And Yami Buke on this tackle. Second down.
And I will say it's a good job. It looked like they tried to fake the screen and send Juju deep. So to be a second and long for Eagle Academy. First down is the 46-yard line. Aaron sends Josiah Brown in motion, hands it off to Zire Schulters, and he goes down immediately.
Two on the carry. Stopped by a bunch of Warriors. And it's third down.
Third down now.
And a lot.
First down is the 46-yard line. Again, Eagle Academy were in this scenario in the Tottenville game. The score was 6-6. I'm pretty confident it ended 24-6. Could not produce offense in that second half. Let's see if they can do it now. Sliders on the field. Corey McCracken. Looks like that's Tyler Grayson in the slot on top of the screen. And it looks like that will be a penalty. Make it third and long.
Third and 12.
Third and long for Eagle Academy. Can they move the sticks here? Aaron drops back, looking, throws it for Tyler Grayson, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Ball out of bounds. Fourth down.
GG, I don't think Martin Koppelman is not hurt. He has been kicking. I don't know if he has maybe an upper body issue, but it looks like they decided to go with Aaron Smith in this ball game. So both teams start off the second half going 3 and out. That punt, it's going to be running. Is it going to be running into the kicker, or is it going to be roughing the kicker? It's a penalty. Let's see the call. Mintz, penalty, Mintz. This is a big call here. Is it running into the kicker, or is it roughing the kicker? And it is a personal foul. That's going to be an automatic first down for Eagle Academy.
Running into the kicker.
They call it roughing the kicker. Whew. Big call there. Try to go to the replay quickly here.
That'll give the Eagles a first down.
So let's see. Yeah, that's a roughing the kicker. You gotta let the kicker land. It's the same thing as a shooter in basketball. You gotta let them. They have the right to land there. That is definitely a roughing the kicker. Big mistake, and Martin Koppelman in the game now. Aaron Smith is the punter, to remind everyone. So let's see if Aaron is shaken up or if they think it's a good spot for Martin as he comes in for the first time today. He's looking to throw. Throws it to CJ. There goes McCracken. Great tackle from Jaden Melendez, though.
Number 12 on the reception. Met by Jaden Melendez. Second down.
So it's a second down. Not sure of the health of Aaron Smith. Looking at the sideline, I don't see him right now. But, hey, you've had a 2-quarterback system all year long. It's time for it to work now. Martin Koppelman in the backfield alongside Zaza. Looks right, throws right to Juju. Great grab from Juju.
Pass is complete to number 1. Third and short.
Third down. Shout out to Coach Ed in the chat. Appreciate you, my guy. So it's a 3rd and short. We're over 500 in the chat again. This is incredible for a quarterfinal matchup. Martin in the backfield with Zaza. Sends Josiah Brown in motion. They're going to give it to to Zaire. And he looks like he's going to be short.
Number 2 on the carry.
So it's a 4th and short. I'm sure Eagle Academy are going to keep the offense on the field. Oh, they do give it the first down. Ooh. Good spot for Eagle Academy. So it's a first down. Hands it off to Zaza, and he makes a move, but he moves right into a Curtis defender. Akai Lewis and Sonny on the Santino Carullo, excuse me. Mr. Carullo on the tackle. Like I said, I was very confident that Curtis was going to make a good adjustment. The middle of that defense was leaky, and Zaza definitely capitalized. So it's going to be on Martin Koppelman, it seems now, to produce. 2nd and 11. Martin looks right, throws right. It's caught. Good job from C.J. McCracken holding on to it.
It is 3rd.
Here comes a big 3rd down. 3rd down efficiency is everything. The Curtis faithful trying to get behind their team. Call it a 3rd and 8. First down is the 23-yard line. Let's see how aggressive Eagle are on this play. Sends Tyler Grayson in motion, looking, throws the screen. That's the Juju. Can't break a tackle. Great job. That looks like A.J. Gambadella on the tackle.
We'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles.
Shout out to producer Zoe in the chat. But that was good to set up a 4th and 3. Eagles staying in the 4-receiver formation. And that's going to be their first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Eagle Academy.
So 2 timeouts for Eagle Academy. And again, of course, we have to give a big thank you to Boxed and Bound. We're in the second half. Pressure rising. Don't wait on your move. November does not slow down. DM Boxed and Bound and use code NYC Football for $15 off. Boxed and Bound. Find it, we will move it. Can Eagle Academy move the chains here? A 4th and 3, one of the biggest plays of the season here. Sends Tyler in motion, and they get him to jump. First down, Eagle Academy.
Offsides on the Warriors. Will do first down for the Eagles.
So it's a first down, Eagle Academy. Right in the red zone now. If you're Eagle, if you want to make a big upset and shake the city, You got to cash your check when you're down here. Martin looks left, throws left. That's the C.J. McCracken. That's about his third grab on this drive alone.
Pass complete to number 12. Second down.
Right on the 15-yard line. Gain of about 6, so let's call it a 2nd and 4. Martin has done an excellent job coming into this game for Aaron Smith. Remember, Eagle only still have the ball because of the roughing the kicker. They're not able to get him to jump this time. They're going to change the play up. Juvens Lindor isolated on the bottom of the screen. Sending heat. Throws in that direction to Mr. Lindor. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 1 is out of bounds.
So it's a 3rd and 4. So that's number 14. Good job on the coverage from number 14. Camajo. So another big 3rd down here. You have to imagine Eagle Academy would go for it. They were able to kick the field goal before, but I'm sure they want to cash the check fully. 3 on the top of your screen. Curtis bringing pressure, going to hand it off to Zaza, trying to get out of the traffic, trying to lower a shoulder. But that's Chuck and that's A.J. Gambardella. Not going to move them so much. It's a 4th down.
And it is 4th down.
They're actually going to lose one on that, so call it 4th and 5. So let's see. Martin wants to kick it, but they're going to go for the 5 here. 4th and 5. They call themselves sliders. This is the time to prove it if you're Eagle Academy. Curtis showing pressure. They bring pressure. Martin looking, tries to get out. He's going to try to run for it. Martin compliment is going to be short. There is a flag on the play. It looked like it's going to be a holding on Eagle Academy. That's the area the flag was in. Let's wait on the call. Holding Eagle Academy. They're going to decline the penalty. Should be Curtis ball. The Curtis defense, they stand tall there. Great job for the Curtis defense. Thank you for that. I don't know how that got changed. I don't know what could have happened. I'm going to update I have no clue how that could have changed. Go here. And never mind, I'll do it. So it's a 1st down for Curtis. I'm going to fix the scoreboard for you guys. Going to hand it off. He's met in the backfield. Great job from Sincere Hester.
Q Gomez on the carry. Loss of 2. 2nd down.
GFX in the chat. Appreciate you, man. I didn't notice that. I don't know. Somebody's finger must have slipped. Shout out to Mark. Nice meeting you the other day, Mark. After all these years, man. So it's a 2nd and 13 for Curtis. Big play from Sincere Hester. And another big play for the Eagle Academy defense. That's Nate Ellis this time. Eagle Academy are fired up. They throw a flag. Trying to see who the penalty is on here. The big call. And it's a penalty on Eagle Academy. And that's going to go from a 3rd and long to an automatic first down for Eagle Academy. For Curtis. What a mistake from Eagle. It's 10-10. You hit the wrong button. The score is 10-10. We're going to get that scoreboard fixed for you guys. Apologies. Looking to throw, and he's going to go down. Sincere Hester. I got it. What's going on? So we'll get the scoreboard fixed for you guys. Having a few issues right now. It's a 2nd and long. After the big sack from Sincere Hester, Vinny looking to throw. And that's going to be deflected, and there will be a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is. That was deflected by Chase Hyacinth. And that's going to be a holding on the Warriors. It's all the wheels are coming off a bit for Curtis.
That penalty is declined. We are bringing up 3rd down.
So it's going to be a 3rd and long. Third and long. End of this 3rd quarter. Vinny looking to throw. Throws it. And there goes Mr. Akai Lewis, but he's going to be well short.
Cantonary pass is complete to Lewis.
We'll bring the score bug back in the 4th quarter. As it is indeed the 4th quarter now. Put your 4s up in the chat. Put your 4s up. 4th quarter, 12 minutes to go to decide who goes to a PSAL semifinal. The defending champions trying to hold on at home. Eagle Academy knocking out the door. Again, huge thank you to Boxed and Bound. 4th quarter, 1 team advances, 1 team goes home. Thanksgiving and Black Friday moves are filling fast. Once slots are gone, they are gone. DM Boxed and Bound and use code NYC Football now for $15 off. NYC moves fast, we move faster. Boxed and Bound. So it's a timeout, Eagle Academy, out of the 3rd quarter break. Eagle Academy have to use a timeout. That's really bad. This game is too close. Way too close for those kind of mistakes. Andy Photography with the update. 37-36 Lincoln. What an afternoon of football in New York City. 10-10 Curtis Eagle. 37-36 Lincoln up against JFK. What an afternoon. You can't ask for anything better than that. Calvin is torn in the chat. I'm standing up now. I'm fired up. It's the 4th quarter. Defending champions. High snap. The punt is on the ground. Who has it? He has to punt it. He's going to try to run it, and it's going to be a safety for Eagle Academy. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. We've spoken about special teams all year long as the Eagle chants begin. Excuse me, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. There's no win this time. It was just a high snap. The punter had no chance. Just a catastrophe for the defending champions, Nate Ellis and Josiah Brown on the tackle. Eagle Academy with a 2-point lead on the road in the Castle. The Curtis faithful trying to keep their people going, trying to get behind their team. There's no do-overs in the playoffs. It's win or go home. That's a great punt on the safety. Here goes Zire Schulters. He's going to go down smartly. But that's a great job from Curtis flipping the field. Daniel Leahy. I say it all the time. There are 3 phases of football. You have to lock in on all 3 of them. This is where your seniors, if you're Curtis, a Jared Surratt, an A.J. Gambadella, you got to get the boys fired up. You got to talk to them, like Keshawn Shipman. You got to get fired up. I see number 56. I like that, trying to talk to all of his guys. Marcus Stafford, trying to get this team fired up. They're not on the ropes yet, but they are certainly wobbling. Eagle Academy with the ball up 2. Martin Koppelman still in the ball game at quarterback. Low snap, going to throw it to Carrot. Carrot, the double throw. He's going to throw it up. Incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass is incomplete. There is a penalty on the play.
Waiting to see what the flag is. And it is going to be a pass interference.
Pass interference called on the Warriors. First and 10 from the 31.
First and 10 for Eagle Academy. Three receivers to the bottom of the screen, hands it off, and he goes nowhere. Daniel Lewis blows the play up. Jared Surratt was in the backfield as well.
Loss of a punch brings up second down.
Loss of 5 is going to be a 2nd and 15. And it's November football. You have a lead on the road. Can you run the ball? Can you convert first downs? Here's the question for Eagle Academy. It's a school that's never been here in this position. The ability to go on the road in the top flight division and get a win. Let's see. Hands off to Zaza.
Number 2 on the carry.
Gain of about 3.
Stopped by number 2, A.J. Gambadella. And it is third.
Here we go. Can you convert here on a 3rd and 11? Martin Compliment in the game. 3 receivers to the top. First down is the 41-yard line. Sends Josiah Brown in motion. Looks left. Throws it. It's caught from Javens Lindor for the first down.
That is a first down for the Eagle Academy at the 45.
And it's time to say it. Tick, 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 tick. Still plenty of time in this ball game, but Eagle Academy in full control now. Martin Compliment coming in after Aaron Smith. I don't know if Aaron got hurt on the punt. But all year long, they've been going with the 2-quarterback system, and it's paying off right when you need it the most. Hands it off to Zaza, breaks a tackle, but he can't get away from number 14 on the tackle, Camajo.
Number 14 for Eric Camajo.
It's a 2nd and 9. So just like I said, it's going to fall onto the quarterbacks. Martin Compliment's in the game now. Curtis has made a big adjustment. Zire Schulters has not been able to get off in this second half. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Hands it off again to Zire Schulters in no room.
Up the middle. Bunch of Warriors there.
It's 3rd down. 15 away from 500, from 600 in the chat. Make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys get involved in the poll. Right now, it's 62% Eagle Academy in the poll. The crowd is trying to get behind this Warrior defense. Another huge 3rd down. Fakes it, and he goes down. Jared Surratt on the sack.
And it is 4th down.
Eagle Academy will punt. Aaron Smith coming back for the punt. And special teams. Good snap. Good kick. They run into him again, but they don't give the call. That's going to be Jaden Melendez. What an excellent tackle from Shiloh Burgess. There is a flag on the play.
Jaden Melendez brings it out to the 25.
Might be an illegal block on Curtis. That was the area that flag was in on. Looking for White Hat. There's White Hat. So it is an illegal block in the back for Curtis. Here's the time to say it again. Tick, 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 tick. Why do I say tick, 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 tick? This drive is so important. You have to think about the clock here. Curtis has to drive about 84 yards to get into the end zone, or, of course, they can get into field goal range. The time is so important because how many possessions are left in this ball game? 7:23 left on the clock. Can Curtis and Vinny Canzaneri deliver here? They have to damn near go the length of the field. Looks left, throws left. There's a flag on it. Excellent coverage from Travis Harris, but there is a flag on the play. Waiting for the penalty. Came from the back judge. Could be on the secondary. The refs are talking it over. No signal from the refs. And it's a penalty on Curtis. I don't know. I'm not sure what the penalty was. So Eagle Academy declined the penalty. I think it was a pre-snap penalty, so Eagle Academy decided to decline it. So it's a 2nd and 10 for the defending champions. Hands it off. That's a Van Manen. That's a great job on the jet sweep. Still on his feet, and that's enough for a first down. Michael Van Manen.
First down, Warriors.
So I'm hearing a 41-0 final. Congratulations to Erasmus Hall over South Shore, advancing to the semifinals. So a new set of downs. Vinny looks left, throws left. Miscommunication. Attended for Akai Lewis.
2nd down.
Mr. Poley's in the chat. I see it both ways. I'm fine with the play calling on Eagle Academy's behalf, to be honest. Two receivers to the left as well. Hands off to Quader Gomez. Look at him go. Mr. Gomez, enough for a first down. Again, what a gritty performance from Quader Gomez. He started this ball game in street clothes. Will Andrade goes down. He suits up. And this is what champions do. They're down. But just like French Montana said, don't panic. Hands it off back to Van Manen. Great job from Nate Ellis there getting off the block.
Michael Van Manen on the carry. No gain. 2nd down.
The champions trying to manage this ball game a bit, bleeding some clock. It's a dangerous game, but they could only give Eagle one possession left the way they're running the clock right now. 5:24 and counting. 6:13 in the chat. Only the creep in the chat saying Eagle got to earn it. So do the defending champions. Looks right. Throws right. Has a man. Incomplete. Pass intended for Jaden Melendez. What a third down here. Here we go. Pressure time. Pressure can bust pipes or it can make diamonds. Brooklyn versus Staten Island. A trip to the semifinals on the line. I'm sure the Pirates and Erasmus Hall are watching. 3rd and long. Sends Van Manen in motion. Vinny looks right. Throws right. And that ball is incomplete, and there are no flags on the play.
Pass is incomplete. I need it swat down.
It is a 4th down here, and Curtis will punt. Let me tell you something. I like this from Coach Gambardella. Again, French Montana, don't panic. You have one of the best defenses in the PSAL. You can depend on them. But hold your breath here. It was a bad snap that allowed the safety. It's a good snap here. It is going to be returned from Tyler Grayson. I like Tyler Grayson there. Every yard matters in this ball game. Eagle looking for the upset. Boxed and bound. That's been supporting us all year long. Fourth quarter, one team advances, one goes home. Thanksgiving and Black Friday moves are filling fast. When slots are gone, they're gone. DM Box and Bound NYC on Instagram and use the code NYC Football now for $15 off. NYC moves fast. We move faster. Almost 700 in the chat. Let's see if we can get there. And there was a penalty on Eagle Academy. I did not see the flag there. So they go back even further. So here's the thing. Curtis have 3 timeouts. And remember, Eagle Academy wasted a timeout coming out in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Eagle Academy are going to have to earn it here. In my opinion, it's not the time to just run the ball. You have to play your full offense here. We have a long time before this ball game's over. They hand it off. It's a fake, and they're going to run a bootleg to Martin Compliment, and he goes down inbounds. Martin Compliment, what a play there.
Takes the ball out to the 37-yard line. First down, Eagle Academy.
Excellent play call. Excellent execution from Martin Compliment. Aaron Smith is coming into the ball game now. Still we're going to get to the 4-minute warning. They shouldn't snap the ball, but looks like they are. Hands it off to Zire Schulters. And again, a great tackle from Charles Simmons.
Charles Simmons is on the stop.
Second down. Second and 10. Tick, 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 tick. Are we not at the 4-minute warning? We did not stop it. Okay, here we go. We are at the 4-minute warning, so we're going to adjust our clock for that. 4-minute warning. Second and 10. But again, that's game management. They should not have snapped the ball before the 4-minute warning there. Second and 10. Eagle Academy still in the full house offense. They're going to toss it to Zire Schulters. He'll get about 3. Let me tell you something, and as Curtis take their first timeout, let me tell you something. Curtis almost sacked the quarterback on that toss. I see what Eagle Academy are trying to do to run the clock out, but like I said, I believe that the quarterbacks are going to have to make a throw here. Curtis are teeing off on the run, and now you're in a situation where everyone knows that you're going to throw the ball now. Now, argument says, do you run the ball again just to take a timeout away from Curtis? It depends on the kind of person you are. Do you play conservative? Do you go for the first down? These are the scenarios where it helps so much having experience in these moments. Coach Gambardella and his staff, he decided to punt the ball, having faith in his defense. Can Eagle Academy earn stripes in this 4A division and get a win on the road in the castle against the defending champions? They're in the shotgun, Aaron Smith and Zire Schulters. CJ McCracken and 2 other receivers to the top is trips. Send CJ in motion. Aaron's going to draw a play, and there he goes. Enough for an Eagle Academy first down. Aaron Smith. What a play call there. And a timeout, Curtis. They only have one left.
Timeout, Curtis.
What a play from Aaron Smith. These two quarterbacks have been absolutely excellent today. It's just an excellent play design. You see, it's gonna look exactly like a pass block. Good block from Zire Schulters on Chuck. And Aaron Smith does the rest. Andy Photography in the chat. Championship caliber play calling here by Eagle Academy. I completely agree with you. One timeout left for Curtis. 3:22 left. People in the chat saying GG's, not so fast. A lot of time left in this ball game. Aaron Smith still in the shotgun. Curtis Warrior team trying to rally their guys. Man, oh man, Curtis is stacking the box, daring Eagle to run it. One-on-one all over the field. They're going to hand it off to Zire Schulters. There he goes! Mr. Zire Schulters is going to ice it for Eagle Academy. Touchdown, Eagle! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Eagle Academy. Now, this extra point is very, very important. It's a very important extra point here. Martin Koppelman. High snap, kick is up. And the kick is no good. The Warriors are still alive. The kick is no good. The Warriors are still alive in this ball game. But Zire Schulters getting stuffed all half. All half. Zire hasn't been able to get much positive yardage. And what an excellent job from the Eagle Academy offensive line. That is the danger you have when you stack the box like that. If you miss, it's 6. And it's 6 for Zire Schulters. JB in the chat saying we deserve to be here. Like I said, not so fast. The Warriors are still alive. They are still the defending champions. Vinny Canzaneri, Akai Lewis, Toriano Lewis. Let's see what they can do. And there goes Daniel Lewis. A lot of room up the left sideline, and they're in plus territory. Don't say GG's too early. This is still a ball game. Oh. He's in a bad spot. He has to move. Tell him to move from where he's at. Yeah, my fault. You're gonna be in the way when he goes like this. Don't say GG's in the chat too early. This is the Curtis Warriors. And it might be time to say soon. We can't say this is Eagle Academy until they pull it off. One of the hardest things to do in sports is finish. Timeout, Eagle Academy. One of the hardest things to do in sports is finish. You have to prove it. We've seen Curtis in the tightest of scenarios. Think of last year at Midwood. How many times did they have to score or their season was over? Vinny Canzaneri was able to hook up with Casey Royal. Only one timeout left for Curtis. Eagle Academy are out of timeouts. Who are you supporting in the chat? Are you rooting for the defending champions? Are you rooting for the upstart Eagle Academy? Here's their moment here. Vinny rolls out to the right, looking down the field, looks left. He's going to take it himself. Vinny's going to go out of bounds. That's a good gain, a game of about 6. Good job from the Eagle Academy secondary there, but a better job from Mr. Canzaneri. We are inside 3 minutes in this PSAL 4A quarterfinal matchup. I thought he got more yards there. It's only a 2nd and 6. Vinny looking, throws it in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Intended for a Kai Lewis. Great coverage from Travis Harris. Third down. Vinny Canzaneri, the Iceman, in a 3rd down, at home. Has to go into the teeth of the Eagle Academy defense. Sincere Hester, Chase Hyson. You know they're going to pin their ears back and come here. Sends a man in motion. It's a jet sweep. That's of Mike Van Manen. He has enough for the 1st down, and he makes it out of bounds.
Push out of bounds. Result of the play is a 1st down Warriors.
1st down Warriors. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. And the referees are saying the clock is going. So the clock is going here. He did not make it out of bounds. Curtis only have 1 timeout left. Vinny with Quadair Gomez in the backfield, but tick. This is taking a lot of time for the Warriors. Vinny looks right, has a good pocket, plenty of time. And Chase Hyacinth makes the sack. That should be the last timeout. That is the final timeout. Chase Hyacinth doing a great job taking on the blocker, keeping his level, not breaking contain, and he gets the sack. 2:01 left in this ball game. 18-10, Eagle Academy up.
2nd and 14.
Casey Royal, he's a PSAL champion. He's in the chat. He's urging on his Warriors here. And now is the time to say it. The Warriors have their back against the wall here. But we've seen them in this position before. You can never count out a champion until it's zeros across the board on the clock. JB in the chat, the score is accurate. The point after was missed by Martin Koppelman. Second and 14, 2:01 on the game clock. Remember, the clock on the screen is not official. The clock on the scoreboard is not official. Only the referees have the time. 3 to the top of the screen. Vinny looks left, looks in the middle, throws it, incomplete. And there is a flag on the play. Referees talking about it. Referees discussing it. I think it is going to be a pass interference on Eagle. I think they're just talking about the clock. Pass interference, Eagle Academy. That is going to be an automatic first down for Curtis. $800 in the chat. Warriors are now in the red zone. Sends Jaden Melendez in motion. Looks right. Throws to Jaden. A whole lot of green and grass in front of him. Can't make a man miss. Good tackle there from Tyler Grayson. But tick, 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 tick. No timeouts left for either team. Second and 6. Tick, 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 tick. They're taking a lot of time here. Vinny rolls out left. Looking, throws it to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Touchdown. What a beautiful throw from Vinny Canzaneri to a Kai Lewis toe tap in the back of the end zone. And here we go. A 2-point conversion. If they do not get this 2-point conversion with no timeouts left, it's going to depend on the onside kick. The defending champions at the castle. They must get this 2-point conversion. They throw a flag. A penalty on Eagle Academy, so they're even closer. And now they're bringing in the heavy package. 1 yard for the 2-point conversion. Here we go. The Eagle Academy defense up against the defending champions, and there's another flag. And it's another penalty on Eagle Academy. I think it's 12 men in the huddle. It's 12 men in the huddle. So put them a little closer. Here we go. Hands it off. Does he have enough? It's good. Our score is 18-18. Quadair Gomez gets into the end zone. What a player, Quadair Gomez. In street clothes before this. 18-18. There are no timeouts for either team. Travis Harris on the return. He's going to bring it down to the 38-yard line.
Ball is at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Eagle Academy and Aaron Smith on the field. 1:08 left in regulation time in this ball game. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Aaron looks in that direction, looks left, has nobody, throws it out. Is that intentional grounding? No, it is not. 2nd down. Just like I said, everyone in the chat saying GG's. Can't do it too early. So it is a 2nd and 10. 1 minute left. No timeouts for either team. Sends a man in motion. Make it quads. Looking, throws to Zaza. Good blocking. There goes Zire Schulters. That's enough for a 1st down. Here we go. Are they going to spike it or are they going to go right on the line? The clock stops as they reset it, and the refs told the clock to start. 47 and counting. Tick, 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 tick. Taking too long. And it's a false start on Eagle Academy.
False start on Eagle Academy. Backs them up 5 yards.
First and 15. Aaron Smith in the shotgun, looking left, looks, holds on to it, throws it. It's caught by Juju. Tick, 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 tick. Got to get on the line. Are they going to spike it? 34-yard line. Clock starts, 23 seconds and counting. And they're going to spike it. 2nd and 11. Great throw from Aaron Smith to Javens Lindor. "19 seconds. On the 34-yard line, there are no timeouts for either team. Josiah Brown isolated on the bottom of your screen. Aaron looks right, throws in that direction to Josiah Brown. Incomplete, no shot. Great coverage from Camajo, number 14. And it looks like Josiah Brown might be injured. He's off your screen all the way to the right. It looks like Josiah might be hurt. Now, how does this work? Because Eagle Academy doesn't have a timeout. I'm not sure how this works here. So I guess, is it just a referee timeout? But Eagle Academy doesn't have any timeouts left, so I'm not sure how that works. But it looks like, it's just going to be a referee timeout. Oh, boy. What do you guys think in the chat, man? 12 seconds left. Listen, in my opinion, Aaron Smith, you got to give Josiah Brown a chance to make the play there. I know it's one-on-one coverage. You gotta keep the ball in bounds and let your playmaker go up and make a play there. All right, guys, they're talking about a 10-second runoff. Now, is it different because it was an incomplete pass? That's where I'm not sure. "12 seconds left. 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. No Josiah Brown. It's going to be C.J. McCracken. It's going to be Javens Lindor. Martin Compliment in the game. I'm not sure what the holdup is now. So Josiah Brown is limping back. So Josiah Brown is on his feet. We'll see if he's going to be able to continue in this ball game. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Martin Compliment looks right, throws it. It's incomplete. Intended for Zire Schulters. So what do you do here? Do you throw it into the end zone? Javens Lindor is the tallest player on this field. 8 seconds left. Aaron Smith coming into the ball game. So 2 receiver set. They isolate Javens Lindor. I can only imagine what's happening here. They triple coverage on Javens Lindor. Aaron looking, tries to run, and he is stopped.
Quarterback is sacked by a bunch of Warriors. Turnover on down.
Turnover. 4 seconds on the clock. Is there any room for any more magic in regulation in this ball game? Four seconds left. Is there any magic in the Curtis? Looking to throw. Vinny drops back. Let's see how big the arm is. Throws it deep. And he's going to be knocked down. Good job from Carell Scriverin. There is no time left on the scoreboard. We're waiting for the referees. And it looks like the Warriors are going to have one more play. Special teams, special teams, special teams. Why are we here? Could not convert the point after. The theme of the PSAL this year is special teams. One play left. Has to be the last play. Ball is on the ground. They're going to throw a flag. Not sure who has it. This should be the last play of the half regardless.
There is a penalty on the play.
Penalty on the play. And it looks like Josiah Brown is down. We have the camera off. We like to give the young men a chance to collect themselves. Josiah Brown is trying everything he can to go in this ball game. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to continue. That is Josiah Brown on the ground right now. What a ball game. So they put 5 seconds on the clock. Remember, the clock on your screen, the clock on the scoreboard in the facility is not the official clock. They put 5 seconds back. It is a 3rd and 10. Eagles declined the penalty, and so that it does end up being very important that Curtis were able to fall on the fumble. Vinny looking. Plenty of time. He tries to step up. He's going to try to run, and he's going to go down. Good job there from number 33, and that is regulation finished. Mr. James Jordan with the sack. Let's play some more football.
And that is the end of regulation. We are tied at 18.
It is overtime. There is no more time anymore in overtime. It's college football rules. What a ball game. If you are a Curtis Warrior fan, you are so happy with the grit this team has shown. No quit in them. What an absolute dot from Vinny Canzoneri to Akai Lewis in the back of the end zone. What grit from number 1, Quadir Gomez, to put the pads on and to deliver for your team on a 2-point conversion. If you're an Eagle Academy supporter, what a performance from this young Eagle team. A young Eagle team, a young Eagle program. Only their second time in the playoffs in the top flight division of the PSAL. And they had the champions, the defending champions, on the ropes. What did I say earlier? The hardest thing to do in sports is finish. That's why the finishers get paid the big bucks. So now we're moving into, again, college football rules overtime. What does that mean? Pretty confident it starts at the 20-yard line. Each team has to match each other. That means if Eagle Academy get the ball first, score a touchdown, and get an extra point, it is now on Curtis to match them or do better. If the two of them match what each other did, then we do it all over again. And I'm sure if you're a Curtis supporter, you must have massive respect for this Eagle Academy team. Everyone across New York City must have massive respect for the grit and the heart Eagle Academy has shown in this ball game. Grit and heart is not enough, though. Can you get over the line and shock the city? Everybody is on their feet. I've been on my feet this entire fourth quarter. Nappy in the chat saying Eagle Academy absolutely earned your respect. But is respect enough? You want to go to the semifinals. That's what's on the line here. So many proud seniors in the class of 2025. They don't want their career to end here. Jared Surratt, Central Connecticut bound. He's a PSAL champion. AJ Gambardella, Wagner bound. He's a PSAL champion. These players do not want their careers to end at home at the castle. Aaron Smith, Shiloh Burgess. These players for Eagle Academy, they don't want their careers to end. They don't want to be, hey, you guys came close, but you fell short. Eagle Academy doesn't want to be, hey, you guys showed a lot of heart out there. They want to get over the line. Eagle Academy is going to start with the ball in overtime. Again, how does this work? Eagle Academy get the ball to start. Whatever they do, Curtis has to match or eclipse it. So here we go. The first overtime. Eagles start with the ball. There is no time. It is still first down. It's 1st and 10. We'll get that updated. Empty backfield. Martin Compliment in the game. He is hit. What a shot by Mr. Camacho.
And it is 2nd down.
Complete blindside blitz. They sent a corner blitz. Martin never saw it coming. Oh, thank you for updating me in the chat. Here we go. 2nd and long for Eagle now. Looking to throw a screen. It's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It is 3rd down and 16.
Third and 16. The first down is the 10-yard line. Third and 16. Eagle Academy need to convert here. Martin Compliment. Looking. Has plenty of time. Throws it in the middle of the field. Juju is there. What a play from Jaden Melendez.
4th down.
Let's go to that. Martin looking for Juju. What an excellent pass defense from Jaden Melendez. He came over. He might have made the play of the year for the Warriors. $970 in the chat. It's a 4th down for Eagle Academy. Just a reminder, if Eagle Academy are unable to convert, a field goal or a touchdown would win it for Curtis. So I wouldn't say Eagle Academy's backs are against the wall, but it's crucial. They can still come out and play some defense. But you know they want to get this first down. Martin Compliment, empty backfield. They're going to try a double pass, and it goes nowhere. Charles Simmons, what a play. The Warriors will get the ball. Huge shout out to our supporters at Boxed and Bound. It's overtime, y'all. One team advances, one goes home. Thanksgiving and Black Friday moves are filling fast. Once the slots are gone, they're gone. DM Box and Bound on Instagram and use code NYC Football now for $15 off. NYC moves fast. We move faster. So here we go. The defending champions can advance to the semifinals if they are able to punch it into the end zone or if they're able to get a field goal. Vinny looks right. Almost goes down. Jaden Melendez is open. It's caught. And he goes down at the 9-yard line.
Jaden Melendez on the reception. First down, Warriors.
So it's a first down Eagle Academy. First down Curtis. As it's a first and goal, Travis Harris is hurt. So again, a reminder, if Eagle Academy are able to get a turnover, if they're able to get a turnover on downs, we do this again on the other side of the field. And then Curtis would start with the ball. If Curtis score, they advance to the semifinals. We are at 1K, overtime here at the Castle. A reminder of how the second half went. It was 10-10. A bad snap from Curtis was a safety to make it 12-10. And then Zire Schulters with about a 40-yard touchdown. Even I called it a bit early. I said he iced the game for Eagle Academy. But I looked up at the score, only 18-10. Eagle can't convert the point after. Curtis tie it up. Hand it off to Quad Air. Gomez! Touchdown! Warriors! Warriors advance to the semifinals. Congratulations to Curtis. What a scare in the first round, but they survive it. A gritty performance from Quadair Gomez. Gets the 2-point conversion on one ankle and gets the game-winning touchdown. We hit over 1,000 in the chat. Thank you so much for all of your support. We will let you guys know where we're going to be at next week as the Curtis Warriors survive in advance. Huge congratulations to Eagle Academy. What a year. What a performance in this quarterfinal matchup. If anyone had questions over Eagle Academy, are they for real? I would tell you they are absolutely for real. So we'll see where the brackets stay. Actually, pretty sure the Lincoln game is a final. So it will be Erasmus Hall, Curtis, a rematch of the championship, and Tottenville versus Lincoln. This is Andre Johnson. I appreciate all the support. We'll see you guys next week.